Hey guys, how are you? I am so excited for today's interview with our scientific advisor. His name's Tracy Gibbs. So I've been waiting a while to do this, and I'm super excited because I know I talk about the business opportunity all the time, but I'm really excited to dive into our products a little bit, kind of give you guys an idea of why they work, why they're so unique, what's different about them, how they're effective, in all of that. So, Tracy, I am going to bring you on. Let's see. All right. People are hopping on, so it's going up there. So as we're waiting for Tracy to get on, if you guys could just type out live, if you're watching live, type out replay if you're watching the replay. Let us know where you're watching from. So, hey Tracy, how are you?
Doing good. Sorry, I'm trying to get my little stand set up here. Give me just a second.
Okay.
The thing collapsed on me and I'm having to rebuild it again.
Oh boy.
All right. Okay. No, of course not. Okay. Sorry.
No, you're good.
We're doing some crazy things here in the office today. Somebody found an app, Zigzag or something like that. I don't know if you've heard of that, where you can take your faces and then it does these cartoon videos.
Oh gosh.
And somebody took my face, Dallin, Daniel, and Dan, and Carrie, and made a Monster Mash video of it, and it's hilarious.
Nice.
But
so a lot of
it is
professional
so
stuff
fun.
going on in the office today.
Yes. But Dallin is now saying don't send it out because I think he's a little bit embarrassed to be Dracula.
Oh. So that means send it out.
Yeah, I know. And it is so funny. It's hilarious. Anyway, maybe it'll go up on YouTube eventually. I'll have to look for it.
Yeah, I hope so.
How you doing?
Doing good. Am I echoing to you?
You know, you are not. You sound great to me, but again, it's a problem I've been having all week, and so I got this little Bluetooth device. They said if I use it, it eliminates the echoes. Is there anybody online listening? Is there an echo?
Am I echoing?
I can't see anybody making comments.
Yeah, I don't see any comments yet either. You sound good to me.
Okay, all right. Well, if we can talk to each other, we're fine. So hopefully it'll be good.
All right, perfect. So, could you give yourself a quick introduction to my network real quick?
Yeah. I hate talking about myself, though.
I know.
You can, next time, go ahead and just read something off of LinkedIn or something. My background is in pharmacognosy, which is ethnobotany and organic chemistry, for those of you who don't know what pharmacognosy is. So I'm the guy that, I used to be the guy that spent a lot of time in rainforests and jungles and deserts and things, wherever there was plant life, and I would discover what the active phytochemicals were in those plants. And I would also learn the traditional use of those plants in that culture, that particular region, how they used it as food or how they used it as medicine. So I got to hang out with a lot of local shamans and witch doctors, or whatever you call them. A lot of times they were the tribal holy men or whatever, to see how they would use these plants as medicine. And then I would take those back to the lab to figure out if there was any validation for how they were using it as medicine. In other words, to do some gas chromatography or things like that on the plants to see what active phytochemicals were in them. So that led me into the development, the research and development side. And I focused mostly on dietary supplements because of my personal belief system, my background. I believe in nature. I don't believe in isolating a particular phytochemical and then synthesizing that into a drug. That's what our pharmaceutical companies do. I chose the natural route of just using the whole food or finding high concentrations of that particular phytochemical out of certain foods. I mean, there are, American ginseng only has 1% ginsenosides in it, where Korean red ginseng is 5 to 8%. So it's a higher concentration of an active phytochemical. So that's what I've focused my career on, and then developing products around those phytochemicals. And I work for Vasayo now. I'm the Chief Scientific Officer here at Vasayo.
Very cool. Thank you. And that's why I had you introduce yourself, because you're better at it. I do have an echo. So.
I guess that's a bad thing. That means I like talking about myself, right?
No,
I need
it's
to
just
correct that here.
you have good words. So, why do you feel like supplements are important?
Because none of us eat the way we should be eating, me included. You know, probably me worse than most people. My travel schedule and life just dictate that I eat out a lot. And yes, I have my select places that I like to eat. You know, last night I went and ate vegan with my wife, had a great meal, very filling, and you know, the cool thing about eating vegan, I'm just putting in a word here for vegans. If they eat healthy, you actually feel good after eating a good healthy vegan meal instead of feeling heavy and weighted down, you know, and bloated and gassy or whatever you get when you eat, you know, a big steak or something. Anyway, so if we all ate the way we were supposed to eat, and not just eating, but if we all grew like our own vegetables and could prep our soils the way they're supposed to be prepped with organic material and composting materials and everything, we probably could get all the nutrients we needed. And again, there's lots of ifs. If we ate a wide variety, if we composted our own soil, if we grew heirloom seeds and not genetically modified or enhanced seeds. I mean, so if all of these ifs were to come together in a perfect world, we wouldn't need supplements. But they don't, and you're not, and nobody is eating the way they should, and so we do need supplements.
Okay. And so out of all of our products, this echo's driving me crazy.
Sorry.
What would you say is your favorite product, or the one that you're most proud of?
Oh, that's a tough question. I have my products that I use every day that are my favorite, like Core Complete, the Renew. What else do I use daily? Oh, the V3. I use V3 pretty much every day. But all my formulas are kind of like my children, and I love them all. You know, and I could talk about each one of them for an hour each, and tell you the amazing things that went into them and the sources and the origin and how we created the liposomes, our advanced delivery technology in each product, because they are all unique and have their unique traits. I don't make Me Too products for Vasayo. You know, in the past, again, I owned an R&D facility, and I would make whatever the companies that contracted me to make. I'd make them. If they told me I had to use a specific ingredient or told me I had to be under a certain price point, I would do that. That was my job. But at Vasayo, Dallin has kind of given me full reign of formulations here. He picks the category and I do the formula.
That's awesome.
And I choose the best ingredients. Our goal here is to change 1 million lives, and so we make products that literally can change your life, can help improve areas of your life. But our Core Complete is probably the most comprehensive, most complete whole food supplement on the market. I hate calling it a multivitamin because that's kind of an insult to the product. It's like I don't know how best to say it. You know, if your child was getting a 3.5 or a 4.0 GPA in school, and you just said, yeah, my son's a good student.
Right.
You know, no, he's not. He's a great student, you know. And Core Complete's kind of that way, saying it's just a multivitamin. It does contain naturally occurring vitamins found in the foods that we're using for the product. It also has naturally occurring minerals, trace minerals, phytonutrients, enzymes, probiotics, all the omegas, omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9, with astaxanthin, they're all in this amazing product for $65. You know, I've been telling the staff here, guys, we might have to charge more for Core. You know, if you went out and bought all of these things, it'd be a $250 or $300 product. We had one lady that actually duplicated everything on the label, and she spent like $420.
Holy cow.
So it's an amazing product. And you know, we made it a super cheap product, kind of like a loss leader for us, so that everyone would get on auto ship. And everybody's not getting on auto ship for that product. It's our second best selling product. It should be our first. Every brand partner that we have should be on core. And they're not. So I'm saying, hey, if everybody's not getting on auto ship, up the price. You know,
What is
maybe.
the number one? What is the number one?
Number one's Renew right now.
Okay, that's
And
one of my
it's a
favorites.
super popular product. It's great. We can talk more about Renew after the core if you want. It's my second favorite product here, yeah.
Did I interrupt you?
Yep.
Did I interrupt you? Sorry.
Oh, no, you didn't. Sorry. I'm moving offices here. Hold on.
Get a tour.
Yeah. Some people are in their Halloween outfits here. There you go. There's a panda.
Hi. But my guess
All
was
right,
the
hold
core.
on.
I thought that was going to be your favorite.
What?
I was thinking the core was going to be your favorite. Or
It is my favorite.
It's the one that most people should be using. Everybody should be using that product.
Yes, and it is the one that I do like religion every day. I take Core Complete every day without missing it. V3 I take almost every day, but I probably only take 5 packets a week. I don't recall taking it on Saturdays or Sundays, you know, when I'm at home or in the
Right.
garden or something like that. So anyway,
Can you touch briefly on what sets our products apart and how they work so well?
yeah, sure. So those are 2 different questions. What sets our products apart from others is, I would say, the research and the knowledge, I guess you could say the intellectual contribution that goes behind each one of our products. We do not just order products from contract manufacturers like 99% of other companies do. We actually tell our contract manufacturers where to buy the ingredients, how to blend the ingredients, and then one of our facilities, which is part 2 of the question, our facility that does the liposomes, purchased equipment and the necessary tools and everything to make liposomes just for Vasayo. So they do not use that equipment for their other clients. This is exclusively for us. We have a proprietary process, a process that I learned from a professor at MIT. Well, actually, he's at Boston University right now, but he has worked for MIT on this liposome technology, processing and nanotechnology. So we learned from people who have been developing liposomes for the pharmaceutical industry and have been doing it for years. They're the world experts in this. So we have a proprietary technology that we have duplicated from the pharma industry and incorporated it into these supplements. So number 1, you have the best sourcing of the ingredients, the best blends out there. Many of our ingredients, by the way, are patented, or have clinical studies behind the actual ingredient. So these are not cheap ingredients. And there's a huge difference. And you know, I just want to share one thing. We have one ingredient that we're developing a product for here soon, where we had a choice to buy a branded, clinically proven ingredient that is $1,200 a kilogram versus a non-patented, non-clinically proven, just what they call standardized, you know, extract of that ingredient for $90 a kilogram.
Wow.
Huge difference, okay? 10% of the price. Now, I don't know any dietary supplement company out there that wouldn't buy the cheap ingredient. Everybody would. Every company I've ever worked with in the past would have.
You want the profit?
If it was my own company, I might have. But no, not here at Vasayo. We buy the ingredient that's proven, that's branded, that's patented, and has clinical studies behind it. So we go above and beyond. And you know, this price isn't passed on to the brand partners. We know what we can sell this product for, and we know what you guys need to be able to buy it for so that you can sell it to your friends and families and neighbors. And so the non-branded ingredient is going to sell retail for the same as our patented ingredient.
Right.
Because people are going to Google that ingredient, they're going to see it, And so we've got to have it at a competitive price. But then we take that patented, clinically proven ingredient and we put that in a liposome form. So we make it more bioavailable to the body. So we're taking the clinical studies that are already on this ingredient. We're going to make those studies better and the people's response better, because our goal is to help people. That's what this company's about. So that's what sets us apart. And two, that's what makes our products better than others, is our delivery technology.
And three, you're working on a new product. Now I'm really curious.
Actually working on several, not just one. We've got products, a product or possibly two that we'll be coming out with in January, and then a couple more for summer next year. So
Exciting. Man, now I'm going to be thinking about me. So if you could talk briefly about Renew, since that is our top product. I know I love it. It helps me with my knee pain. I'm able to run without pain. But due to our echo, can you talk a little bit more about it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's right. I did see, I think when I was looking through your Facebook profile, so we could connect for this call, you're a runner, right? I mean, it looks like you're involved in sports and athletics and stuff. So Renew, I want to say it was formulated just for that, but I actually had a broader scope in mind. I wanted senior citizens to be able to use it. I have a sports injury, a rotator cuff injury from years ago, about 10 years ago. And, you know, when you're young and everything, it really doesn't bother you. Now that I'm approaching my 50s here, it does bother me. And so I wanted a product that would help with that. So Renew kind of is more what I call an anti-inflammatory, not just for joint pain or sports injuries. There are about 60 known diseases of inflammation. Celiac is a autoimmune disease that causes inflammation in the gut. Crohn's disease. You have many diseases out there that are worsened because of inflammation, like rheumatoid arthritis and things like that. So Renew focuses on the immune system with the shiitake mushroom that contains beta-glucans, and it focuses on inflammation with the curcumin and resveratrol. And then there's some other supporting ingredients in there as well, but those are the three key ones. And again, we have studies on liposome technology for curcumin and resveratrol showing it to be almost 1,000 times more effective. Wow. Or clinically, the clinical efficacy is 1,000 times more potent than a non-liposomal curcumin. I've got 2 separate studies that show that, by the way, and I've got a couple other studies that are about 100 times more efficacious. So I guess we could say, hey, between 100 times and 1,000 times better than a non-liposomal curcumin when it comes to inflammation or diseases of inflammation. So it's an amazing product. If you haven't tried curcumin before, try Renew. If you have tried curcumin before and it didn't work for you, still try Renew because you've never tried liposomal curcumin, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I know my mom was able to put off her knee replacement surgery with Renew. And then I've heard multiple friends with autoimmune diseases have their symptoms go away with Renew. So it's really cool how it covers so many different diseases or issues.
Yeah.
And then one more question. I came from an industry of a lot of people who are focused on their health and healthy weight loss. And I know that we have a weight loss drink or weight management drink, but I love your take on it and your thoughts that you had when you created it. Because it's not an easy button. It's not like a quick fix. So can you kind of explain the purpose of our V-Slim?
Yeah, you know, when Dallin first told me that he wanted a weight loss product, I was like, oh, please not, you know? And I jokingly told him then, and it's something that's caught on after that. I said, you want a weight loss product? I'll go down to Home Depot and I'll buy you some duct tape, you know, because that's what America needs for weight loss anyway. You know, we eat too much, too large of portions, and too much of the wrong foods, you know. So duct tape fixes that. because weight loss is, but you know, I do recognize and understand that there are people out there who are metabolically why can't I talk right now? It's because I haven't eaten lunch. I need to eat.
Sorry.
They're metabolically prone to make it difficult to lose weight. In other words, they might have hypothyroidism. They might have adrenal burnout. They might have some epigenetic or even genetic tendencies to be, you know, to put on fat or more weight in other areas. So I wanted to make a product that would kind of solve all the issues for weight gain, or I guess you could say the hurdles that people face when they want to lose weight. First and foremost being their consumption of food. So we found a patented, branded ingredient that had clinical studies, multiple clinical studies for appetite suppression. We added that ingredient in there. That's the Slimaluma. It's an extract from Caralluma fimbriata, a patented extract, I should say. We own the worldwide exclusive rights for that ingredient in the direct sales industry. We were able to negotiate that at the beginning of our company. We also added some Garcinia cambogia in there, which is a known and clinically proven metabolic stimulant. I also put Geminema sylvestri, vanadium, and chromium in there. And all three of these ingredients have multiple clinical studies for insulin control and insulin stability, blood sugar regulation, which has always been a problem with, for example, overweight type 2 diabetics. So combining all of these ingredients together, we kind of get a compounding effect where it is a great support for people who have hit those brick walls in their weight loss program. Maybe they've changed their diet, and started exercising and they dropped their 10 pounds, but their goal was 15 or 20 pounds and they just can't seem to get that extra 10 pounds. So V-Slim kind of helps with that extra plateau that you might hit. And if you want to lose weight and you haven't started a weight loss program, it's the perfect way to start your weight loss program because it helps with that appetite, cravings and everything you're going to have. And as you curb your appetite and stop eating a bunch of food, your blood sugar levels might start to drop and it can cause like hypoglycemia in some people. This product helps stabilize your blood sugar levels. Whether you're diabetic or hypoglycemic, you'll get benefit from chromium and vanadium as it makes your cells more sensitive to insulin, the insulin your body's producing. So I think it's a great weight loss support out there. I don't call it a weight loss product because it really needs to be accompanied with a program, and that's changing your diet and increasing your metabolism. In other words, getting up and doing something. And I tell people some of the best weight loss exercises out there are just go walking for 45 minutes to an hour every day.
Right.
You know, overdoing it may actually cause your body to become stressed, and when you're stressed, your cortisol levels rise and you actually store fat in your belly and butt areas. And I know people do that all the time. They start this really hardcore exercise workout programs and they don't lose weight, and it drives them nuts, and they just don't understand how the human body works. It's slow, sustained energy burning is what we need, because that's what we were meant to be. Our DNA was, 5,000, 10,000 years ago in the farming communities where we're out working the fields every day, or we're out hunting or gathering our food, or we didn't have automobiles to walk or to drive everywhere. We walked places. So the best weight loss exercise out there is just go out and walk for 45 minutes to an hour a day.
Yep.
A nice brisk walk.
Yeah. Well, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time and for pushing off your lunch to chat with us today.
Not a problem. It's my pleasure, Caitlin. Good talking with you.
You too, and have a great day.
Thanks, you too. Bye.